So we're going to be going over this trade on AAVE that I took a couple days ago here. As always, all my trades are sent to the VIP members at the time of entry, so everyone can follow along. This is me sending the signal in my VIP channel, and then we ended up making a solid amount of money off this trade. We profited about 5.25 RR, which returned me about, what is that, $7.2 thousand across my two crypto firm accounts. So pretty good trade, and we're pretty much just going to go into why I took this trade, starting all the way from the high time frame down to my entry time frame, which is the 1 minute. And yeah, so let's get into this. So starting on the 8 hour and the 4 hour, which is where I start off, both the 8 hour and the 4 hour are bullish at the moment on AAVE. So that's good enough for me to be going down to the 1 hour. And when I say bullish, I mean they're in a bullish model. That is, models are something that we teach in VIP. You're going to hear me say a lot of stuff in this video probably that you don't understand. This is all concepts taught in VIP. On the 1 hour, we just had a couple of reaccumulations happen here, and we were one break up, so that was good enough for me to go down to the 15 minutes. On the 15 minute, we were 4 breaks up here. We just had tapped the deepest demand zone of this fourth break. And then we invalidated right here, I believe, on this candle, meaning I had to find a new zone after that happened. But I did realize, so this zone was no longer in use, but I did realize that we were 2 fractal breaks up here, this being the second fractal zone, and we tapped it with the triple M. So that was enough for me to go down to the 1 minute, starting from this point. So on the 1 minute, I noticed that we were in stage 1 reaccumulation with a couple clusters, or one cluster happening right here. We break down into reaccumulation, and then we had 2 fractal breaks up. This was more of a complex entry on the 1 minute. These are more rare, but we had 2 fractal breaks up. Then we had a fractal break down, and so I restarted the fractal count. One there, make a pullback, and I pretty much just buy stopped the second fractal break right there. The MAs also looked very good here. That's why I took this fractal entry. And then we get tapped in. Price made a pullback into our stop loss, but that's fine. We stayed in the trade. And then it started moving. So once we hit 2RR around here, that's when I took a 10% partial and moved my stop loss to break even. Then it continues up. I took my next partial at 4RR right here, and I took it, that was about a 20% partial. And then we shot all the way up to 8RR, and at 8RR I took 25% partial. And I also was trailing my stop loss up along the way as well. We made this intermediary break right there, and that's when I moved my stop loss under the intermediary low. And then we eventually got tapped out right there. So with all partials included, we made about 5.25 RR on this trade. So based on what you risk per trade, I risk 1% per trade, so I made 5.25% gain on all of my accounts, which is a lot. It may not sound like a lot, but it is a lot when you're trading with hundreds of thousands of dollars of proper money. 5.25% gain is a lot. So I did make I made over $7,000 on this trade, and it was sent to all the VIP members as well. You can check the wall gains. A bunch of people made money on this. And yeah, so this was this trade, and I'll see you guys in the next trade breakdown.